very special inside Lansing because we are inside the Lansing Public Library today with Kelli Staley, who I think now is going to be called the Swan Lady because you have this great big swan behind you. Kelli, thank you for letting us come and chat with you. But tell us a little bit about the new mascot here at the library and what in the world is the swan all about?
All right, thanks for coming. Well, we are joining the Swan Library Consortium, which is 77 other area libraries.
Okay, stop a minute. What does SWAN refer to? Do you have an idea?
It's an acronym for System-Wide Automated Network.
System-Wide Automated Network. So it relates to technology.
So it's a shared computer catalog for all 77 libraries. We will be Library 78. And this gives our patrons easier access to materials that they might want. You know, we can't have everything for everybody here, but this is a partnership with all those other neighboring libraries where you could order items, pick them up here, or through the Pick Up Anywhere function. If another local library is closer to where you work perhaps, or family that you visit frequently, you could have the items sent there and pick them up at a more convenient location.
So you're not talking about something that you see online, but you can research a particular book or article or video or something and order it, even if it's not present at Lansing. It can be delivered here for pickup at a later time.
Absolutely. So this will expand the access to the collection, basically. SWAN has over 5 million books.
Wow.
Over 450,000 DVDs, over 24,000 Blu-ray, 236,000 CDs, 139,000 audiobooks, 121,000 large print books, and this expands our world language materials because they have over 153,000 items in various languages.
And I see you have that all written down because that's a lot of figures, but what it basically means for, let's say, a local resident is what? They simply have access to that many more things than what they had before?
Easier access. We have had partnerships with SWAN prior to this, but this required staff to facilitate those requests. So now with starting April 19th, you'll be able to do your own searches, request those items on your own, right from the comfort of your own home, or via the Book Mine app, and request those seamlessly, anytime, day or night.
So how is it that Lansing Public Library was able to work this out? Did you suddenly find a big pool of money that you could get new staff and make all of this happen? Tell us a little bit about how this process happened.
We applied for a grant from Rails, which is a parent organization that's also made up of several library consortia, like SWAN. And they offered a grant for libraries to join bigger groups. We've been a standalone library since 1998, and at the time it seemed like a good decision to be able to have our own control over all of our settings and everything. Over time we've realized that doesn't quite work the best for our patrons. So we've been looking for an opportunity to rejoin SWAN. So we applied for a grant from Rails, and we were awarded $52,375.97 to make that happen. So we're able to finally do this.
And that helped to cover the research, the setup, the staffing that was necessary to make it all integrated. And does that contribute somewhat to the ongoing, let's say, management of this relationship as well?
This covers a lot of the data migration costs because they're going to export all of our information about what we own now and import that into the SWAN database. We currently use the same computer system, so luckily that should go pretty seamlessly for us. And then ongoing costs will actually be cheaper as being part of a group because more people covering the costs of that.
I started out by calling you the Swan Lady, and we know a little bit of what SWAN was like, but you do have this little mascot there that is behind you. Is this what you'll be using in some way to communicate about SWAN? What are your plans for Mr. or Miss Swan here?
You will see various swans around the library in the different departments to help drum up interest about the project, to get patrons asking about how some of these changes will affect them. We've got a little PR team in-house that's working on this, and they selected this swan. I believe it's going to be part of a display later.
That's cute. If I'm a little uncomfortable with how to let's say, log into or use this SWAN technology, can you just walk me through real briefly what it would take for me to take advantage of that?
Well, step one would be to get a library card if you don't already have one.
Very good.
Okay, there's information on our website on what documents you need to get a library card, and you know, you have to be a Lansing resident to get a card from us. But because of the SWAN partnership, any of those other 77 area libraries, if we've got viewers in Glenwood or Glenwood watching this, they can start at their library and then use their card here. Then you can go on and search the catalog.
When you say on
our
online
website.
on your computer or your website, can that also be done here from the library if you have a computer access?
Yes, we do have terminals here where you'll be able to
Okay.
access the full SWAN catalog, select an item, and it's a very simple process where you click place hold. It'll prompt you for your library card number and your PIN number, and then you just wait till we contact you.
And if I am really nervous and can't figure that all out, can I just come to the library and ask for the SWAN lady? Would that be okay?
Any of the staff can help you.
Now, we've also heard rumors that there are a few other local, what should I say, historical pieces that are on the network here in the library. The old Lansing Journal, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. We partnered with the Lansing Historical Society. From 2006 to 2008, they undertook a huge project where they digitized the old Lansing Journal and Sun Journal newspapers that they had in their collection.
Those were originally locally written and printed magazines or newspapers, daily newspapers?
Local newspapers in Lansing. Most of the time through its run, it was published twice a week. So they spent 220 volunteer hours taking 62,000 images. So of the papers that they had access to, there have been some damaged over the years. They were able to digitize all of those in a PDF format. So they have papers from 1935 to 1974 and 1981 to 1983. They were not accessible outside of our building though, however. So we partnered with the Historical Society, added them to our website, and now researchers worldwide can access these newspapers.
So is that part of SWAN or is that part of your website? We'd have to go on to the website in order to access the old journal. How might that work?
You could go to the Lansing Library website, www.lansingpl.org, click on research, and then you'll find the link to the newspapers listed under there. And they're just
And-
listed by date, and you can just browse through them.
By month and or day and year? Is that how they're listed?
They're broken down by year first, and then it'll take you to a page for each year where they're listed.
And I search that, I click on it, and I can read it?
You can read it right on your computer screen, yeah.
And theoretically, I'd be able to print it off then as well? Or is there some kind of a firewall that would not allow me to do that?
They do print out on, they would need 11 by 17 paper.
Oh,
So,
larger format paper.
The museum offers printouts at $1 a page during their business hours.
So that would be basically an image of what that paper looked like, including the photos and the headlines and the articles right
Headlines, articles, advertisements, so you can see how much things used to cost. Pretty sad.
there. What is the most important thing, or what are some of the important things that you're really focused on in terms of serving the residents here through technology at the library?
We offer a lot of one-on-one appointments where you can bring in your own device, whether that's a tablet, your new smartphone, laptop assistance. We don't repair laptops and tablets, but we will help you learn how to use it and learn how to use the resources that the library has. We also offer some specific classes, topics like Excel or Microsoft Word, which could always be found in our newsletter, but the one-on-ones are getting popular for that individualized help on your own device.
So classes, virtual tutoring in technology, access to over 5 million volumes and all those other things, access to some of the history of what used to be printed here in Lansing. Sounds like it's an exciting time here at the library.
It is. It is. We're really excited. We're really looking forward to April 19th when we go live on SWAN.
Well, Kelli, Staley, thanks for letting us stop by and ask you these questions. And best wishes as you float around and get more involved being known as the SWAN lady here at the library. Thank
Thanks,
you,
Jerry.
Kelli.
Thanks.